So, whatever happened to the big tobacco companies when we figured out that cigarettes cause cancer and their profits started to decline? Where did they go? Well, they changed their names, they reemerged in the late 80s and found a whole new way to dramatically harm society and escalate chronic disease. And when you find out the companies they bought and reemerged as, you will feel betrayed. So, in the mid 60s, the Surgeon General determined that cigarettes cause cancer. So within a few years, Big Tobacco had to sort of reformulate. Their profits started going down, and they had to figure out a new way to make money. By the late 80s, they figured it out, and they purchased Nabisco, Kraft, and General Foods. They immediately began implementing the same addiction science that they had been using to make cigarettes addictive. So they were using things like high fructose corn syrup, monosodium glutamate, trans fats to create hyperpalatability, what's something called bliss point, vanishing caloric density, all of these ways to make these hyperpalatable foods irresistible and yet, of course, very bad for us. At that same time, actually right around 1987, glyphosate started to be ramped up, the use of glyphosate, toxic pesticide, most used pesticide in the world. And you see the rates of chronic disease in the US just skyrocket right in the late 80s, right when these, toxic foods were being created and glyphosate. Again, it's not causation, but it's pretty strong correlation. Here's the crazy thing. The same law firms that had represented Big Tobacco back in the day and created disinformation campaigns for them and sued the entities that claimed that their products were addictive and carcinogenic, even though they knew they were, the same law firms, two in particular, started representing big oil and creating disinformation campaigns about climate change, and have represented big food in the same ways. So these nefarious characters keep popping up again and again to sort of slow society's progress. It's too bad that we have to try so hard and dig so deep just to find healthy food or to find good health information, but we do. So this is just a reminder to always be your own best health advocate.